Hyun and Son Ye-jin tearfully hug after historic wins. Baby's name revealed. What if the most romantic night in Korean cinema history turned out to be its most controversial? On November 19, 2025, at the 46th Blue Dragon Film Awards, Hyun and Son Ye-jin did something no married couple had ever done before. They swept both Best Actor and Best Actress in the same year, an achievement that instantly etched their names into the record books and, almost as quickly, set the entire Korean internet on fire. The moment felt scripted by destiny itself. First, the couple, still glowing from the real-life fairy tale that began on the set of Crash Landing on You, walked hand in hand to accept the Popularity Award, an audience-voted prize they predictably dominated. Son Ye-jin flashed her signature bright smile and threw up an adorable V sign right next to her husband's face, while Hyun looked quietly proud, the kind of proud that doesn't need words. Cameras caught every second. Clips exploded across every platform within minutes. For many viewers, that alone was the perfect celebration of BinJin. It was sweet, it was heartwarming, it was enough. But the Blue Dragon organizers apparently believed the public deserved more. Much more. When Hyunbin's name was called for Best Actor for his restrained, soul-deep portrayal of independence fighter Ahn Jung-geun in Harbin, the applause felt genuine and well-earned. His performance had been praised all season for its quiet power, the way he disappeared into the historical figure without ever resorting to shouting or tears. A few raised eyebrows wondered whether Lee Byung-hun's volcanic intensity or Park Jeong-min's raw vulnerability in The Ugly might have edged him out, but most agreed Hyun delivered something profoundly moving. His win, while debated in corners, stood on solid ground. Then came Best Actress. The category was stacked with heavyweight performances. Hye-kyo returning to the big screen with the chilling Dark Nuns. Yoon-ah finally proving her dramatic chops in Pretty Crazy. Rookie Lee Jae-in lighting up High Five. And towering above them all in pre-ceremony predictions, veteran Lee Hye-young as a knife-wielding grandmother assassin in The Old Woman with the Knife, a role so physically demanding and emotionally layered that critics had already crowned her months earlier. When Son Ye-jin's name echoed through the hall for no other choice, the camera caught her face in a split second of pure, unfiltered shock. Wide eyes, hand flying to her mouth, the expression of someone who genuinely didn't see it coming. Some read that as humility. Others saw it as the moment even she knew something didn't add up. Because in No Other Choice, Son Ye-jin plays the wife of Lee Byung-hun's protagonist. She is excellent, warm, heartbreaking in her few key scenes, but she is unmistakably a supporting player. Her character drives no major plot turns, carries no arcs of her own, and appears in roughly 20 minutes of a 2-hour film. In any other year, that performance would have been a strong contender for Best Supporting Actress. Instead, it beat 4 undeniable leading roles. That single announcement cracked the evening wide open. Within seconds, Naver's live chat platform, Chisk, turned into a battlefield. She was supporting, period. Lee Hye-young got robbed in front of our eyes. They already gave them the Popularity Award. Why double dip? This is what happens when an award show prioritizes headlines over art. The phrases trended so fast that within an hour, Blue Dragon rigged and historic couple fraud were fighting for top spots on every portal. Entertainment reporter No Gyu-min lit the match that turned disappointment into outrage. In a sharply worded column the next morning, he accused the organizers of deliberately engineering a first married couple double win as a marketing stunt, arguing that the lasting memory of the 46th Blue Dragon would not be excellence in acting, but the triumph of a real-life love story. He wrote, They sold cinematic integrity for a romantic headline, and the public isn't as naive as they think. The backlash was swift and merciless. Netizens dug up old interviews where Son Ye-jin herself described her no-other-choice character as small but precious. Screenshots circulated of critics who had explicitly classified the role as supporting, and side-by-side comparisons of screen time went viral. Someone even edited a supercut of Lee Hye-young's most jaw-dropping action scenes from The Old Woman with the Knife, set to dramatic music. The video racked up millions of views, with captions screaming, "This lost to 20 minutes of crying in a kitchen?" Yet, amid the fury, there were still moments that felt impossibly tender. When Hyun took the stage for Best Actor, he didn't talk about the historical weight of Ahn Jung-geun or method preparation. He looked straight into the audience, voice cracking, and thanked, "My wife, my strength, the person who makes every day worth living. Ye-jin, I love you." The hall erupted. Later, Son Ye-jin, still dazed, accepted her trophy and said softly, "I want to share this joy with the two men I love most in the world, my husband and our son." Then, for the first time ever in public, she revealed their little boy's name, Kim Woo-jin. You could almost hear a collective sigh ripple through the audience, half the viewers at home suddenly choking up, even as the other half rolled their eyes at the timing. They met in the middle of the stage for a long, tight hug that lasted so long the production team didn't have the heart to play them off. It was the kind of embrace that belongs at the end of a 16-episode drama, not an award ceremony already drowning in suspicion. The next day, Son Ye-jin posted on Instagram something she had never done before: a clear, unfiltered, full-faced photo of Hyun smiling gently at the camera. For years, every couple photo she shared came with a giant emoji plastered over his face, her playful way of protecting their privacy, even though the whole world already knew exactly who was behind the heart sticker. Dropping the emoji now felt like a quiet declaration. This is our moment. Controversy be damned. International fans ate it up. Headlines from Variety to Vogue called it the ultimate K-drama happy ending come true, when real life and real life collide in the best way possible. Proof that love wins. Crash Landing on You gifs flooded timelines again, as if the 2019 drama had somehow scripted its own epilogue 6 years later. Back home, the mood was far colder. Discussion forums filled with longtime Son Ye-jin supporters expressing pain rather than anger. "I adore her, which is why this hurts so much. She didn't need this. Her legacy was already untouchable." Acting students wrote long threads about how the decision undermined decades of progress in recognizing substantial female-led roles. Directors and screenwriters quietly worried that future award seasons would now be measured against how much the couple narrative outweighs the work itself. A few calmer voices urged perspective. Every awards show leaves someone heartbroken. The Blue Dragon has always had a soft spot for star power. This isn't new. Son Ye-jin's performance, even in limited minutes, carried genuine emotional weight. And sometimes, awards honor career achievement or cultural impact as much as screen time. But those voices were drowned out by the sheer volume of disappointment. In the end, the 46th Blue Dragon Film Awards achieved exactly what the critics accused it of wanting. It became the most talked about ceremony in years. Memes, think pieces, tearful fan cams, furious video essays, all of it. Hyun and Son Ye-jin went home with matching trophies and a new chapter in their legend, whether they asked for that chapter or not. And somewhere, A little boy named Kim Woo-jin probably just saw his parents on TV holding shiny blue dragons and thought it was the coolest thing in the world, completely unaware that half the country was arguing whether his mom really deserved hers. Love stories are supposed to have happy endings. Sometimes, though, the happiest endings come with the messiest footnotes.